it's Steve. I'm here with
Robert Michael Norman. How are you doing today?
I'm okay, Robert, and thank you for taking the time to come out and join us today. We're here in a public setting, and why don't you tell the viewers a little bit about why we had to meet up with you in a public setting today, Robert?
Basically, the music keeps the Djinn calmed down, relaxed, so he's not coming out when he feels like it. It's basically an easier way of keeping it in control.
Cool, but you do have control of the Djinn, though.
I do, yes.
Right, he's just kind of, it's a white light Djinn, right?
Yes, he is very
Well,
great.
that's good, that's
Yes.
good. We don't do a whole lot of dark stuff, but you can't keep it under control, it's just kind of playful.
Oh, yes.
Something like that. Okay, well that's cool. Well, I'm glad you met with us today. So why don't you give me a little bit of a brief history of how you came into contact with the Djinn and how you discovered that, the Djinn and what's going on with you now?
A really strange story about that. Basically, I kept to myself a lot throughout my whole entire life. I was a grade A student, 100% all the time. Graduated high school, went to college. From college, I got a roommate. And basically, I still kept it to myself, even though I had a roommate. Basically, it was to help pay the bills and stuff.
Right.
And what happened was I realized that he was getting into some weird stuff.
Like,
I don't know. I just seen some like weird relics sitting around. Really didn't grasp the concept of it. You know, to me it was like no big deal. I'm more into that scientific stuff. And I confronted him one day, and I was like, "Hey, what is this stuff?" And he told me that he dabbles in magic. So I was like, "Well, what do you mean magic?" And he was like, "Well, he likes to do all kinds of stuff like rituals and trying to make people wealthy or whatever." And I was like, "Oh, that's just hocus pocus stuff. It's no big deal, it's whatever." So I just left because I thought it was stupid.
Okay, well that's good.
From that point on, I graduated college and stuff, but in the middle of that, what happened was I was with my roommate for 2 years, and I left, decided to get a place of my own. It didn't work out too well. I moved back in with my parents, and then I started seeing shadows, like from the corners of my eyes, and started hearing weird sounds at night. It was really, really strange.
Wow. Yeah.
So I went over, got some psychiatric help, did anything I could do.
Right.
And
did they diagnose you with anything?
No, they basically no.
Yeah.
They just didn't know what. To them, I was normal.
Right. Sure.
But so they just couldn't figure out anything what was going on. So I was like,
wow.
What else can I do? So I decided to go into the supernatural area. Found a medium.
Now, before this, did you have any other prior experience with the supernatural, or?
I have never in my life. No.
Yeah. So this was kind of like an outreach for you almost.
It was very stressful. Yes.
Yeah.
Felt like I was going nuts and crazy and couldn't figure out what was going on.
Wow.
And I mean, you're going from a normal life to all of a sudden, you know, this weird stuff going on, and you cannot explain a thing.
Right. So what was the eventual outcome? Like, you said you had went to the spiritual medium, so after that, how'd that go?
Well, the first time we went, I met up with her, and it was very unsuccessful. She was trying to figure out if there was any kind of spirits inside me or anything like that, and nothing. And
so then how did you meticulate, like, how did you come across the Djinn? Like, what did you do next after that?
Well, I started thinking about my roommate that I lived with in college, and I went back to him and talked to him, and I asked him about this pentagram that I had, or that he had actually,
right.
And he had given it to me, and I brought it to the medium, and we did the whole thing all over again.
Right.
So, and just because of having that pentagram, she was able to conjure up the Djinn. And
oh wow, that's cool though.
It was really amazing.
How was that?
For me, scary.
Yeah.
It was the first time I didn't know what was going on. It was so crazy. Okay. And she conjured it up, and she started asking, what did it want? Why was it there? Okay. And apparently my roommate was dabbling in his magic like he had spoken about.
Right.
And more or less, the Djinn followed me.
Right, but why?
He was looking for a body to like live in.
Right.
So he wanted to use me to live in because he thought
Like
that
a vessel, kind of.
Right. Yeah, like a
Wow.
vessel.
And so how have you adapted versus, I don't want to say normal, I don't want to offend you, but how have you adapted from living a quote-unquote normal life to basically now having this djinn infused inside of you?
Basically, he made a deal. He was like, as long as I can use you as a vessel, I will grant you wealth, immortality, riches, all, and plus the Djinn's magic. So I have 100% of the Djinn's magic, which is great.
Well, that's cool. So
Some of the things I understand that he can do is Rob was telling me before we met that he can heal people, he can infuse them with wealth, he can infuse items. Like, talk about a little bit about that.
Okay.
And how, some people may think it's evil or consider it to be a possession, and get into a little more of that too.
Okay. Yeah, well, yeah, that's what direction I was going to take it. Basically, what does this mean for our viewers? Like, what are you going to be able to do for them? Like,
I love helping people. So what I've decided to do was to use the magical powers that the Djinn has given me to heal and help out however I can.
okay.
Yeah, that's the great thing because the Djinn's agreement with me was to help out humanity, and whatever I could do to help them out is not evil at all. 100%, it is great. 100% good guy, and all he wants to do is help out humanity, like I said earlier. I've
But
healed
how's it
people.
affected your life? How's it affected your life yourself?
My life in the beginning, it was chaos, but then I learned how to control everything. The very first time, somebody fell down, got hurt, was feeling lots of pain and stuff, and I went over and helped them out with their pain, did a little bit of magic, and then it made me feel great.
Well, how about your personal economic situation? Like, has it helped you in that way at all, or?
Definitely. I'm now a stockbroker. Really huge. I own a lot of real estate. The Djinn has helped me out hugely. I came from a low middle class, kind of like average middle class family, so it definitely increased life and made a lot of improvements. I was actually able to help my family out to go from our mid-class lifestyle to more of an upper-class lifestyle. I've helped other people out too. Heartbroken people that were sad and stuff, we've helped them out to gain confidence, to let them know that, hey, you just have to get over the hill. Once you get over that hill, everything will be great.
And as far as the magic's concerned, you're able to put the Djinn's full magic into people, transfuse that to people, right?
I can do that, yes.
Okay.
Yeah, his biggest goal with me was to help out those who are in need of help.
Find out how it is for someone to live inside his body.
How does that feel?
To have the Djinn live inside my body, in the beginning was a little awkward. Once again, he was trying to come out, and basically he likes to have fun. So he would try to come out and just explore and have fun and try to, do some like wild, crazy type partying stuff or whatever.
Yeah.
Nothing to harm anyone or anything like that. But once we figured everything out and stuff, now I can control him and stuff. So he knows that there's a proper place and time to do, the fun stuff, to come out and the healing and all that.
And wasn't an adjustment for the Djinn? Like, are you the first person he's ever possessed, or?
Apparently he's done it before.
Yeah.
But he just couldn't find the right vessel.
Right.
So he finally figured out that I was the right vessel.
So you guys were kind of the perfect match. And what has that done for you in your personal life, as far as like being a magic conduit? Like, how has that transpired for you?
It makes me feel really good. I love helping people out. And as long as I know I can get the satisfaction of helping people out, I'm fine and I'm great. It actually gives me a higher satisfaction.
Well, we thank you for coming, and we are going to do more videos with you, getting to some of the stories about the people that I guess you and the Djinn have helped, and I know you can't give out his name. And I know you're going to be working with us now, and we're very excited about that, and it was glad to get you on video. And for those of you that are watching this video, look towards the camera. We are going to do more with you, and so you can tell us some of the stories.
Oh, that'd be great.
Thank you for coming.
Thanks for coming.
Thank you for having me.
Bye-bye now.
Bye-bye.
Yeah, see you later.